Hey, friends, so glad you could join me today. I want to just talk briefly about parent child events. One of the things that we've been noticing is that our parents are getting disconnected from our ministry. Like, we're not seeing them in our area. They're sending kids when their kids are getting a little older, that kids can check themselves in, they can get in the classroom, they can leave and meet them downstairs, and we just don't see them anymore. And the problem is they're losing touch with the ministry and the mission of our children's ministry, and we want them to stay in touch. The deal is, I feel like they would come and work and they would serve if they knew us, if they knew our heart, and just able to build trust with us. And so I thought we needed to have some things that would help. I asked some other friends what they do, and many of them already are doing parent-child type of events just to improve the relationship and provide great communication and great experiences for the kids and their parents. But the truth is, I'm kind of approaching it at a different angle. I want the kids and the parents to be there and know me and know my heart, that we could get to know each other, because I think they would be more involved. They would have a place with us if they knew what we were really all about. And when I've taken parents to camp and stuff, they have always been, man, this is so cool. I had no idea that's what you were going for, or that you were trying to achieve that. I want to help. And we've had people come and help after spending some time together. So even though it's only 4 times a year that we do this parent-child type of event, I thought I might just give you a quick rundown, because we're about to have our 4th one this year and wrap it up. It is actually our father-son campout. So we have a mother-son camp in January, and basically what we do is we clear out the fellowship hall, all of the tables and chairs, and make it a lot of space for people to come and bring their tents. And the ladies set up their tents, aired up their air mattresses, and the boys were there. It was so fun as they set up all of their campsites. And then we stayed inside because it was cold outside. It was ridiculous. And we had pizza delivered. And then we went to the gym and we played with our Nerfs. And we shot those little foam darts back and forth. Matter of fact, I let the moms be on one side and let the boys be on the other. I set up these tables like barricades, and they could shoot toward each other. And if you got tagged, then you were out. But you had to get all the way to the other end of the gym and touch that wall in order to win and not get shot with the foam darts. And so that worked out really fun. We did that for a little bit and it was great fun. Went back and had brownie Sundays. And then we actually had our big team, and our big game was this. I wanted the moms and the sons to be together as a team. So we divided the people up into the yellow team and the blue team, and they had these headbands. It was just strips of fabric that we cut, actually ripped, and they were able to tie it on. So you knew you were on the blue team or on the yellow team. And I said, I have this blue monkey, and I've hidden him in the church. And I had some boundaries, like we didn't go into the worship center or the balcony or even on the second floor. We stayed on the main floor, and I said, these are the boundaries. And here's what happens. The team that finds the monkey first wins. And and every time you get hit with a dart, then you have to actually fall to the ground, and you have to call out, medic, medic. It was so funny because there were 4 of us, the other ministers and the teachers. We were all medics, and we had on these black aprons with a white cross, and it said medic across it. And if you were laying on the ground hollering medic, then we would rush over to you and we would give you a Smartie, just one little Smartie, and you would eat it, and then you were back in the game. You were ready to go again. And it was so funny. One time I looked past behind me, hearing all these people yell medic, and it's like someone had just waylaid the whole group, and they were all laying on the ground. Then other times I walked over to a mom that was on the ground, and I was like, oh, it looks like you need to, and she was like, no, not yet. I didn't say medic. I'm resting. It's like, oh, okay. So I think that probably we needed to have more break time, because as they saw each other, they were shooting and having so much fun. And I really hid the monkey really good the second time. And after that, we had a big celebration. We went back and had a devotion where I talked about Zacchaeus, and it was so fun to get to connect with them and ask them to pray with their child and get ready for bed. I played a movie. It was kind of like a little drive-in. Everybody got to be in their tents and watch the big movie. And then when it was over, everybody just went to sleep. It was great. And so my associate, she stayed out there with the ladies and all of their sons and slept. And I went into the office and slept on an air mattress in my office. And the next morning, we got up, donuts were delivered. We had donuts, juice, and coffee. Don't forget that. But then we went home. That was it. That was it. It was over that quick. And it was super easy. So you could try that. Now, with the father-son camp out, we're actually going to be camping out. And they're going to get to learn how to sharpen knives. They're going to get to try all kinds of target sports. So we can have the ladder ball and we can have horseshoes and all those type of things too. But I was hoping for slingshots, BB guns, and maybe even a 22 that they could shoot, and maybe even a shotgun for the older boys and their dads. But having a guy come from the wildlife department to talk to us and to be able to have a great evening around a campfire outside at night, and they'll get to set up their camps and have a great time too. Who knows? We might even work in some snipe hunting, because that would be a lot of fun for those little boys. And but that's a big deal. Now, for the little girls, we had a mother-daughter tea for Christmas at the beginning of Christmas. Oh, they wore the pretty dresses and heard from a missionary, and it was a beautiful little lunch that they had together. And for the father and daughter, we actually had a princess pancake breakfast, and the dads got to come in with their little princesses. And matter of fact, the girls got to wear if they had a princess costume or something. And that was kind of when school first started. So it was fun. We did it early in the morning like that because of all the ball games and football games and stuff that our dads would want to be watching. So we kind of got that done early. The girls didn't care what time. They were so glad. And the best part was at the end of the princess pancake breakfast, we had a couple that demonstrated how to waltz. And it's very easy. You simply make a box. It's super easy, back and forth. And so it was so unthreatening. Anybody could do it. And you could see the dad squirm like, "Ugh." But the truth is, it was so easy. And the girls were delighted. Oh, they were so excited. And so at the end of it, we played the Cinderella waltz, and all of the kids got to waltz with their dads, and it was really cool. Some of them had two daughters, so they were like really figuring that out as well. And I took pictures, sent them to the moms so they could see them. Those were great, great moments. Always use an opportunity to share the gospel, to share a Bible study. It can be a quick devotion, but when you open the Word, it's powerful. And they need to hear you teach it, because you are their children's minister. You're their children's pastor. So be sure that even in fun things, that you're opening the Word and letting them see you teach that, because there's a great word for each of us every time we do it. Well, I hope you'll work on some of these ideas, and maybe you've got even better ones. I would love to hear from you. Comment in the comments and let me see that. I would love to hear your ideas. I may want to use them myself. So here we go. I just want to wrap this up by saying we've got lots of really great things coming out on Classroom Swag, launching the 1st of May, and we just want people to be able to be equipped with great resources and ideas. It is actually just 20 pages of sheer gold, articles and things that you can make in your classroom, crafts, games for preschool, for children, learning centers, Bible skill games, big games for you to play with your kids, and really, as well as the crafts, the bulletin board ideas. I mean, I just keep going on and on. The truth is, our teachers need ideas, and when you get this in the email, you just print it all and copy all of it for your teachers so that they can have a copy and even put it in a binder and keep using it. I think you'll like Classroom Swag. Look on the sidebar here and click on it, and I think you'll get to see where you can get a free sample and check it out for yourself. Well, I hope that you will continue to use this credible gift that God's given you and you'll invest it in the ministry of telling others about Jesus.